What's up, guys? Before I start the video, I just want to say thank you to everyone that bought a hoodie or shirt from Gunfight Store, and those who donated to me in order to attend EVO 2018. Well, I'm honestly forever grateful to you guys. I really do appreciate it. Now, let's move on to why you're really here. So you want to learn how to parry.
Yes! Yes!
Well, parrying in this game is extremely easy compared to how it was in Third Strike, where you had to exactly time when you were going to get hit, whereas in Street Fighter V, all you gotta do is mash heavy punch and heavy kick and you'll get consecutive parries until no more hits come out and you get the eventual sledgehammer, with no real timing required in most situations. It can make anyone feel like a god when it works. Some people would call it effortless, and in a sense, I would agree. Those same people would also call it brainless. However, that's where I draw the line and say that it really isn't true at all. Well, at least at a high level. First, let's talk about how Alex's parry works. Alex is only able to access his parry when he activates V-Trigger 1, which allows him to negate being chipped out, gives him access to character-specific trade combos, builds meter, regains V meter for every attack parried, and is a 2-frame startup, meaning that he can parry anything that has a 2-frame gap. Those gaps are most common in block strings. Usually you can't do anything since nobody in the game has a normal move that starts up within 1 or 2 frames. And since Alex doesn't have any special moves that give him armor or invulnerability on frame 1 or 2, besides critical art, he's practically a living punching bag. Until he activates V-Trigger 1, of course. V-Trigger 1 essentially allows you to win the game, but you have to make it count. It's pretty much robbery. Once you activate that V-Trigger though, you're pretty much All Might on a timer. And with every sledgehammer you land, you keep getting weaker until your flame is completely out. Anyways, parry within itself is a gamble, and a quick decision you have to commit to. You can't really think about if you're going to parry your opponent's next move or not. You have to make a read and commit to it, like you would a command throw. You gotta say, I know you're gonna go for a medium button, so I'm gonna parry it, and a sledgehammer. However, this is not the 900 IQ optimal result. The optimal result to parry isn't to hold down parry and get a sledge. Depending on what read you make, you have to maximize your damage output in order to gain the edge in the round, and depending on what happens, it can make a huge difference, and that's what separates a panic/lazy parrying to masterful parrying. For example, in this situation against Du, he goes for an upside down kick to which I made a read and punished him for it. However, if you take a closer look, I didn't just parry and go for an immediate sledge. I went for the maximum amount of damage that I could possibly get without spending meter, and that was Lariat. Now let's talk about why I went for the parry in that anti-air situation. I knew for a fact that he most likely wanted to end the match here, so I asked myself, what can he possibly do that can kill me here? The only thing that he could have done to kill me here would have been me trying to throw tech, which would have ended up being me getting counter hit into flash kick critical art or into boom critical art. Worst case scenario here in throwing out that parry was that I was either going to get thrown and live, or he jumps over me and I definitely die. This is what you have to think about when you have parry available to you. There's a difference between parrying on a read and parrying because you're losing and it's making you panic. Practice going into matches, and instead of just holding down parry, try parrying, punishing with medium punch, and then confirm into sledge. That's the best optimal thing that you can get. But Twisted, what if they jab? Well, if you're gonna make the read that they're gonna jab, then simply go for an EX command throw. Some players will jab and block because they know you will be mashing parry. You can do 2 options here though. You can parry an EX command throw, or parry and slight walk up lariat. The slight walk up lariat is a technique that you probably see me or Gunfight do, and it's landed me tons of crush counters. But that's a topic for another video. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope this video has helped you guys understand parry a little bit more, and I hope it levels you up. practice these parry methods if you're going to do it at all, because you don't have to use parry when you have it. Just the threat of it being there is enough to make your opponent scared. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.